felt like I was playing a role, but I couldn't figure out what the plot was, who my co-stars were, where somebody show up with like a page one rewrite.
Right.
That's what we fucking need, and it got away from me. And had it not been encouraged, I think it could have been curtailed. It could have been shut down a lot sooner.
Right, but you become kind of captured to the image.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there was something and just recently, something I stumbled onto. I was in some way, I was being a bully. It had a bullying kind of energy about it, and I've never been that guy.
How so like bullying?
The way I was attacking people and the way I was challenging people. I was like a tough guy on the block and had all these soldiers. I had this whole cadre behind me, and it was like, inviting people into the ring. I've never been in the ring. What are we doing,
You're on coke. That's what it is. It's total cocaine behavior.
Among other things. Yeah, and I think there was a whole testosterone component as well that was just out of control, because there's what do they recommend, like a quarter-sized dollop and like every other day. And no, I there's a line in the book where I say I was slathering that shit on like a fucking Pond's commercial.
Oh, so you were using the cream?
Yeah, which is hard to measure. It's interesting because when you finally get some distance from something, you start to realize that it wasn't really so much about what you said it was about in the moment. And I'm really realizing it wasn't about the job, wasn't about Chuck. It was about all the stuff in my personal life. It was about trying to just be a certain guy at work, be a certain guy at home, and then just never having the time to be a certain guy with me. And I just couldn't find any place to find any refuge or solace or any type of just a moment to breathe, just to decompress.
That's so important.
Yeah, and it's not in the book because I don't remember it well enough to put it in the book, and that was kind of how I decided what's in there and what's not, right? Or if something just isn't true, it's not in the book. And so, but I was trying to just kind of, I went through 2 divorces and had 4 children during that run of 8 years, and so
that's crazy.
It's insane, yeah, and they both, they fell apart for myriad reasons and whatever, but there wasn't time to heal the last one before the next one kicked off, but that's all on me. You know what I'm saying? That's all on me making those decisions. Yeah. That's one of the through lines in the book, is that it like really comes down to really being all about choices, but then, but it's just for it to be, just talking about the bullying stuff, for it to be so directed at a guy who, if you really break it down, what did he really do to me? He created this environment with a dream character in an amazing show, or so people tell me, right? That was the toast of the town, right? And all he asked from me was to just show up, be responsible, know your lines, hit your marks, do your fucking job. Those were the only demands. Essentially, the stuff I told him before I took the job that I was going to do. So, and then I turn it into that. It's really difficult to really look back on that and figure out why it got that far, how it got that far.
Oh, I can help you out.
Okay.
Testosterone and
cocaine. Yeah.
It'll have you having all kinds of conversations with people in your head that'll tell you exactly what you're doing is correct.
Right. Sorry,
Did you ever talk to Chuck? Did you ever Chuck Lorre? Sorry.
Yeah, no, it was. Yeah, no, that was. I was really grateful we were able to do that.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I was carrying that around for too long.
Yeah.
He hired me for a show he had a few years ago called Bookie, with Sebastian Maniscalco, right?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so I came in and I played myself, did a few scenes, did a cameo, did some fun stuff, and just back on a set with Chuck, and it was It just felt like it did in the early parts.
Oh, that's well. Good on him for not holding a grudge too.
Yeah,
that's awesome. And you didn't have any shame.
I didn't.
No,
because I'd watched something like a couple days before I sat down with Andrea Canning, and it was this old interview with Charlie Gibson on some special they did for ABC. Right? I don't even think it wasn't a GMA piece. It was like a more in depth one of those exposés they do, And it was me coming out of rehab. And I remember watching myself and just being I was like, that guy's a fucking sissy, man. That guy's a fucking pussy. What's wrong with him? Look at him, all that shame, all that embarrassment. Like, no. We're not doing that anymore. So that got locked in.